Hello, Flickin' Fanatics, and Happy New Year. I hope you've been enjoying your holidays. My name is Jesse Swift, and you are watching Flickin' Reel, your source for news, reviews, and daily discourse. Today, we are kicking off 2023 by talking about 2022. After what felt like picking my favorite cat, which is a challenge, I have compiled a list of my 5 favorite films and an impressive list of honorable mentions. Let's start by counting them off right after this. And then Sean, you will then put in an intro, I hope, otherwise this is awkward. At number 5, we have The Woman King, an immensely powerful film that succeeds in demonstrating both the goddess-like strength of these women as well as their vulnerability. The entire cast is giving it their all throughout the movie's runtime, but to the surprise of no one, Viola Davis turns in a legendary performance, and it may be her best yet. The action is thrilling and the direction is exceptional. The Woman King will grab you and not let go. Come for Viola Davis, but stay for the heart-stopping battle sequences and the beautifully written dialogue. Number 4. The Fabelmans is a phenomenal movie that tells a simple story but does so with expert craftsmanship and attention to detail. Spielberg is at his best, and that means it's time to feel some feelings. The Fabelmans feels semi-autobiographical to Steven's life, and you can feel the passion and personal connection on screen through every step of the journey. The cast is on fire. Michelle Williams, Paul Dano, and Seth Rogen give near flawless performances that I believed wholeheartedly. However, it is Gabriel LaBelle as Sammy who is able to shine through while showing us a teenager who teeters back and forth between being extremely vulnerable and distant. I had a unique experience with this movie. When the credits started rolling, I knew that I loved it, but I wasn't sure if it would grab one of my top spots for the year. And after discussing the relationships in the film and Sammy's feeling of isolation amongst his family, I had myself a solid cry in the car afterwards. This movie seems to hit harder the longer I sit with it. Number 3, a film that I cannot stop talking about or recommending. Banshees of Inisherin presents you with a premise that seems like it would get old and run its course within 30 minutes. However, this movie had me invested in a platonic breakup for all 2 hours of the film. So much so, I went back to the theaters that same week. Farrell and Gleeson obviously turned in an excellent feckin' performance, but it may be Kerry Condon and Barry Keoghan who shine for me personally as the onlookers of what fallout may come when 2 friends call it quits. I also have to give the film credit for sending me down a rabbit hole of Martin McDonagh films. Go catch 7 Psychopaths if you haven't already. Number 2, we are making our way. This is number 1 for many people. You'll see it across the internet, but that is Everything Everywhere All at Once, directed by the Daniels and starring Michelle Yeoh. What to be said about this movie that hasn't been said 100 times over already? Michelle Yeoh gives the performance of a lifetime as Evelyn in all her multiversal madness. This movie will make you cry, and then shortly after, laugh until you cry some more. The Daniels directed the hell out of this movie and combined all the things that shouldn't work together: violence, existentialism, family, and rocks with googly eyes. So whether it's sausage fingers, a universe-eating bagel, or a lesson in being grateful for what's in front of you, this film kept me guessing. If you're in the mood for an unpredictable great time, make sure you check out Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, before I get to my number 1, let's do a quick recap of my 5 honorable mentions. Top Gun Maverick, Barbarian, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Avatar: The Way of Water. Last on my list of honorable mentions is Elvis. So what did you guys think of my honorable mentions, and what are some of yours? Please comment down below. I want to hear the movies that made your list and the movies that didn't. I'm excited to read through and have a discussion, but you can also continue on this discussion in our Discord. You will see a top 5 group chat there under recommendations, and you can find the link to our Discord in the description below. Follow us over there and we'll talk to you more. Well, the time has come to bring this video to a close and wrap up with my favorite movie of 2022. Again, it's another recent addition. Came out a while ago, but I didn't watch it until November. And my number 1 film of 2022 is RRR, Rise, Roar, Revolt. I was expecting great things from a movie being discussed daily in my circle of friends, taking the #1 spot for several people in the film-loving space. However, I still didn't know exactly what to expect. What I got was a film that ran the cinematic gambit. I was crying one moment and then laughing at what I deemed to be the best scene of the entire year. This movie has beautiful cinematography, an enthralling score, and 2 leads that I could easily watch for another 3 hours. At the heart, the film is about loyalty. Loyalty to a friend, to a cause, and to a country. Sometimes our loyalties may come into conflict with each other, and RRR explores what that means and what people are capable of when they come together. Now, the film does this with some hyper-stylized action beats and some over-the-top visuals, but the experience is all the better for it. Check out RRR on Netflix now. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more from Sean, Scott, Allison, and Chris. Again, this is just my list and film is subjective, and that's part of the fun of it. I'm sharing my personal experiences with you all and how each of these films impacted me. Instead of arguing about what should or shouldn't be on my list, please share your list down in the comments. And like I said earlier, please come and discuss it on Discord. You can find that link down in the description. Before I lose you guys, please make sure to like this video. If you want to see more things like this, comment down below with those lists and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Happy New Year from your flickin' friends. And until next time, keep it real. I've been Jesse. Bye-bye.